Welcome everybody to the Neighborhood Open. This is round number 2. Now we have a game of Falx versus Neroscarlet. Let's get into it. It's going to be Narukami versus Great Nature. Let's see how this turns out. Narukami does have a pretty good, I guess have a pretty good following in Vanguard 0 as of late. Their player base is from dedicated Narukami players. Or either they just probably want to play very good decks for this format. Dunkery is being one of the very good variants of Narukami at the moment. Vermilion still sees play, but the blood unfortunately pales, I feel, in comparison to Unlimited. The blood versus Unlimited, it's sort of like tomatoes, I guess. But I feel like if you play the Desert Gunners in this list, you're basically doing the same thing on a blood turn, on a blood turn anyway. So you're getting rid of like 2 interceptors and you're still getting a crit for less investment, and you can keep on doing it. Especially if you got like counter chargers, damage enablers, you can kind of cheat the damage in if you really need to. But Great Nature is no slouch as well, with them being able to push some very early aggression. Depends on what rear guards you have. But we'll see how this turns out. The early draw trigger from the Leopold here is really good. Him riding in the duck build. I love this artwork. I love this artwork version. It's actually pretty cool. Like, only until recently I realized that some of the Great Nature cards are modeled after like academic utensils or things you would find in a classroom sort of thing. Okay, so he's going to be swinging with a Melodica Cat. That becomes 16, but that does not matter because he is going to be able to swing with his Binoculus Tiger. His Binoculus Tiger for 19. Able to get himself 2 damage here. So Falx will be able to retire the Hamsuke, draw a card, and add 2. So he's going to be adding 3 cards to hand this turn. So he'll be going to 7 cards in hand, which is a very healthy number. Allows him to play around a little bit with some more space. Because it'll give them 2 boosters, and Narukami these days don't really play too much like Death Sights and stuff like that. Maybe they might like squeeze in maybe 1 or 2 copies, or maybe even 3. But oftentimes they don't really get to use the skill since they want to use it for the unlimited. They want to usually use it for the unlimited turns. Oh, he does play that scythe. Okay, dope. Does he go for the retire here? He does. Alright, this is aggressive. Does he have like a Garuda or something in hand? I guess he does. Yeah, he's swinging with the Garuda here for the counter charge, and then he's swinging with Destined Scythe. Nope. No defensive trigger here. Does get himself the counter charge. So he effectively played a Saishin. This turn. Oh, he didn't draw into the Polaris. Oof. It's not over though. Yep. It's gonna give that a bit more power. A little more of that pizzazz. Razzmatazz. Okay, cool. So like he got that chicken. Got himself a heal here. This swings for 29, but it doesn't matter. He's on 2 damage, so I think he's fine for now. Until like he draws into like a Polaris or something. Oh, that heal trigger goes off. That's actually pretty big. I wonder what other form of damage enabler he plays. So I think he rode one. Yeah, he rode one and one went to damage. So he's out of 2. Depends if he plays like 3 or 6. Let's take a look. Let us take a gander. Alright, dope. Guess he's waiting to pass the turn here real quick. But let's take a look at the deck list. So Falx is running more or less my list, but he is running a bit more of a defensive route, which I do respect. I do respect a bit more of the defensive route here. With playing more 10k vanillas and stuff. He does play 4 Polaris, 2 Kangaroos, 3 Leopolds, which he ended up riding one of them. But I do think he probably might have drawn into it sometime soon. It's 2 heals out of the deck so far too. What have we seen? He does play like 1 Recorder Dog, so I found it very interesting that he didn't use his skill to get that out of deck sooner, instead of using it to get rid of the Monoculous Tiger. So I thought he would have done is ride the Monoculous Tiger, give power to the cat with a booster, which would have also made it, 19 as well, and would have gotten an extra booster, I guess, for the turn. But then again, he wouldn't have given the interceptor that he needed. He might have been he then might have been on like 3 or 4 damage by now. So fair. Let's see. Some paper tick. Got Kogi here, got Mikoto. Drags in with Kagero. I think it's Hyperflare's list, right? No, it's Neroscarlet. There we go. Found it. Oh, so he is playing 4 damage enablers. Okay. He ended up calling 1. Oh, that's the Polaris. Hopefully he probably draws into 1. That'd be kind of nice. So he got rid of 2 interceptors, and I think this one does not connect, unfortunately. Actually, unfortunate. Because he needs to push some damage here. Both of them do. Draw trigger goes back to deck. That's actually really good. 50-50. That's indeed right, Stank. The variety of decks that are oftentimes in like semi-friendly, a bit more friendlier tournaments are always welcome. It's always cool. Because in regular ladder stuff, you would really suit too much like Great Nature or anybody play Great Nature, really. So it's really cool to see something like this. I like this. He's gonna commit another grade 1? Ooh. Okay, so he's gonna commit a grade 2 here. I guess he can just attack the Van into rear. Oh, I guess he's just gonna do it like that. I guess as a force of habit, I usually like to attack my Van into the rear if I'm not playing something like crit triggers. Because if you're gonna just give power to the rear guard anyway, it doesn't really matter. I don't know, it just feels more satisfying to me. Swinging with my, you know, 14k or 16k booster, grade 1 booster, attacking for like, you know, 23 or something. I don't know, it's hilarious to me. Let's see, Stank is asking, how many packs am I going to be opening tomorrow? I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, so I don't know. And if I do stream tomorrow, then I won't be streaming on Monday, because that is, I need to take a day off somewhere. Then it'll be out of Monday's streaming, that'll be Remote Fight Mondays. So I'd rather do the pack opening on Monday, so that I can do pack openings half the day, and then the other half of the day is going to be remote fighting. That's why the Fates made me oversleep. They didn't want MLB in this diverse tournament. If I had big goals for Swiss, you would have woken up. Science, true. Finish Archer tomorrow? Yeah, I'll probably start watching Archer tomorrow. So that's unlimited retire. So 3 or more cards are retired so far. So that gets a crit. Yep. So right now, that is a 19k. Oh, PG got triggered. Okay, okay. Does he give him the damage here? I think you do, right? You just put him to 5? The game has to end sometime soon. It really depends on how scared you are of Polaris, and I don't think you have to be that scared of Polaris yet. You're only on 3. If you're on 4 damage, you could argue passing the turn. It's like you could argue with just passing the turn, but you can't, like, you can't just not do anything, you know? You can't leave him on 4 either. If you choose to give him the damage and put him to 4, you might as well put him to 5, I feel. Ooh, recorder dog. Hey, McConway. Is this a pre-recorded live stream? Why is it so bright? I'm confused. And also just woke up about 10 minutes ago, 6:30 a.m. PST for you. No, this is not a pre-recorded one. I am currently recording it for the YouTube channel. Because time zones are a thing. No. I don't do that, sadly enough. I wonder if he has Polaris in his hand now. I guess him making a push here would be the best for him. If he has like a Kangaroo, Kangaroo is also not bad either. What are daylight savings? Basically you being able to get an extra hour out of the year. That's basically it. It's around summertime. Summer give you an extra hour, and the regular part of the year you get the hour back. Or they take the hour back from you. That's basically it. That's it. So all that awesome summertime you got to enjoy, that extra hour in the extra day, the extra hour in the day, that's daylight savings. That card advantage though, it doesn't mean much if he doesn't have PGs though. So this is gonna be a very difficult turn. I think he targets the Hamskate to draw a card here. Ugh. Oh wait, I guess he could use the limit break on it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Wait, he can't retire it anymore. Oh no. He can't give it power anymore. Yeah, something like this is fine. You know, but the thing is, that becomes a 10k attacker too. Oh, he passes the turn here. Oof. Huh, okay. Doug Bill are disorderable. Both of them are, indeed. Especially if they're mirroring each other. He passed a turn here. Was it the auto click? He doesn't want him to have the limit break. I guess he doesn't. So that means he probably doesn't. Maybe he just has one PG, probably. Interesting. So this is one of the reasons why I feel like Great Nature, like any other like good tempo-oriented deck, same thing like Narukami, especially in this sort of format, I feel oftentimes people will damage deny you, and having a way to be able to counteract that with your with something like a Bunta or one of the other great ones is a very good way to be able to control that. So this is going to be a very interesting turn. 1 PG Hano just buffing. Maybe. There's a possibility that he probably wants to have a heal as an out and then try to push later, but then I feel like you're not winning either. Then I also feel that you're not winning this way either. Because he does end up getting rid of a rear guard. Or maybe he just had 1 PG. That's a possibility indeed. It does force his opponent to commit more rear guards to the board, and then if you attack the rear guards again, then you can attack the Vanguard with your Vanguard, or you can attack with Vanguard with a rear guard, and then you can choose after. That's a possibility. But if he does hit some draws here, that'll be very difficult. Second check, nothing. Let's see. Geek asks, how many packs do I currently have right now? I currently have about 150. Okay, so I guess he just wanted to heal us now. Okay, fair enough. PG. The same card he needed in his hand. Falx. Unfortunate. I guess he drew a whole lot of cards. So I guess he just drew a whole lot of cards, and a lot of them were just triggers. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So that was the reason why he did it. So it was a bit of a bluff, as somebody mentioned in our chat. Smart. You're smart. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the chat that it might have been a bluff, that he was possibly trying to have that as an out. To maybe healing, or maybe just 1 PG. Because if he did end up giving the damage there, it would have put him in a very bad situation, that he would have been facing on a Vanguard with a crit, and he would need to double heal. At least 1 heal gives you an out, maybe reset for next turn, maybe draw into a PG, maybe get some gas to get going. But I feel if you want to do that, he might have, I think he probably should have attacked with his Vanguard into the rear guard with the limit break active on the rear guard to get the draw off of Duckbill to possibly draw into a PG. Because what happened at the end of the game, it's the last damage heal that he ended up taking was the PG. But that's hyperbole. That could have been anything really. So if he had attacked with his Vanguard into the rear guard and then attacked the rear guard, so basically put himself in the same situation again, I would have probably gone for the drive checks. The drive checks. The drive checks was an option. So just attacking your Vanguard into rear guard sometimes is a very good option, because just being able to flip over your deck thins out your deck to hopefully get some more triggers. And who knows, you might have seen it. Unfortunate. But oh well. That's a good on both of you, good on Neroscarlet, and good on the Falx. That was a very cool game to commentate and talk about. That was super fun. Thank you guys. That was a very good one. Now on to the next round.